I'm Jesse Palmer, and guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... Five-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Noles headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Applewhite. The sure hands, it's Davis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Let's go! From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stoned.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll run play action. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Finds the big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 for the 1st down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Rushes on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Kringle. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too.
And he takes it in for a score.
job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Love the coverage of the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On target to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the double. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He caught it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Pulls it in, it's Pringle. Oh, he got loose! They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Trick 9, beat, ready, go.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to run for it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stop him on 3rd and inches. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot. Got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
From the red zone, it's Pringle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Dropping back, it's Carr. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you just got to know the situation of the game. Say after that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Forced out of the pocket. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Under fire. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly